everyone. So we're going live here. It is now day 10 of the LiveFit Challenge, and it's been brought to you by Actifit and Appics. My name is Will Metcalf, and I'm going to be your trainer today. So to participate fully in this challenge, be sure that you're downloading the Actifit app and the Appics app, and the links for all that can be found down below. And how to participate, if you have any questions on how to be rewarded during this challenge or anything like that, hit up the Actifit and the Appics team. They're going to be able to give you a little more detailed answers to all those questions that you might have as well. You can click through the link down below and you're going to find out more about this challenge. So I just want to say hi to everyone from Canada. That's where I am coming to you from. And before we start this program, we're actually into week 2 of the LiveFit Challenge in 2021. So if you guys are doing any posts at all about this or any videos, make sure you're hashtagging LiveFitChallenge2021 and getting the word out. Tell all your friends about it. The more the merrier. Friends, family, everybody. Anyone who you're stuck at home with during this pandemic, anybody, right? Just tell everybody about it. We're trying to spread lots of goodwill here. So I'm gonna just check and see if anyone's popping into the chat here, if it's just me by myself. We're a little bit early, so let's just see. Okay, so far it's me. That's fine too. Okay, so I just like to tell everyone, hey, if you're going to be doing a new workout routine, you should always be consulting your doctor. So if you're new to this challenge, this is a new workout routine. Always check with your doctor to make sure that this is going to be all right to do this level of activity. If you feel unwell or if you have any sudden pain during this workout, please stop the workout and check back with your doctor, okay? This is all about listening to your body, and that's the best way to get results. Listen to your body and have fun. That's the best way. So just remember that, okay? Looks like I've got someone in the chat there. I'm just going to check and see who that is so I can say hi. Oh, we've got Tom from Germany. Hi, Tom. Thanks for joining us again for today. Just telling everyone it's day 10 already of the challenge. I think if you guys have been following from day 1 what Lena and I have been doing, you're probably going to start to feel some results today. I know that some of you are probably feeling sore. Hands up if you're feeling sore. You should be feeling sore a little bit. We're almost to the end of the second week of this challenge. So, all right, that's normal. Just make sure that you take a little extra time to stretch, which, by the way, it completely slipped my mind. I completely forgot to run you guys through a stretch on day 8 there. So my apologies, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to make up for that at some point here. So, and maybe today is a good day to do that since some of you are probably feeling it by now. Okay, so a little bit about the program. This is all about self-discovery. We want to find out what we're capable of in 5, 10, or 15-minute increments. That's my goal, is to check in with you every 5 minutes, 10 minutes and 15 minutes, just to see, okay, look at that. We just did that in 5 minutes. What else can we do in another 5 minutes, right? Today, we're going to be working out lower body. I'm going to be having a grouping of 3 exercises targeting your lower body and core. I like to group in core with lower body workouts. It's 11 o'clock, so we're officially starting here. So always grouping into 3 exercises, and then we're going to build that into a circuit, followed by 1 exercise at the very end. Just that exercise is all about doing something extra, and that's just a reminder that you don't have to stop here. You can continue going with this program or other workouts or exercises that you enjoy, or maybe some things that you've learned from Lena or myself in past workouts. We're building some experience here together, so there's no reason why we can't all, take some of those exercises and build extra into this program. If you're feeling really sore though, stretching, doing some extra stretching. Extra gets you exceptional. I always remember that. So if you're feeling sore, listen to your body and stretch. Maybe take a hot shower, up your protein a tad, make sure you're getting a little extra sleep. All those things will help tremendously. So, okay, so following this workout, we're gonna do a 5-minute stretch. So speaking of which, I forgot about that last workout. I feel really bad about that. I wanna know, did you guys stretch after the last workout on day 8? If you did, put it in the chats. I'd like to hear about that. Did you guys notice that I forgot to add the stretch component to the workout? And did you guys stretch anyway? I want to know. Okay, so just put that down in the chats. And I'm just going to remind you as well that this is as hard or as easy as you want it to be. We are into week 2, so that means we're actually a better version of ourselves. There's no reason why we can't up it a little bit, because we're going to be feeling better. Are you guys feeling any results from the workouts that we've been doing? I hope so. I've been feeling some of that. So yeah, chats down below. Did you remember to stretch? That's a good question. I forgot. So I hope you guys remembered. And are you feeling any results? I'd love to hear about it. So let's see who else is in the chat. We've got Ann Lee. Hi, Ann Lee. Who else? We've got Sanjeev Kumar. Hi, Sanjeev. We've got daily home workouts. Awesome. And yes, I did. Ann Lee's saying she did stretch. That's good. Excellent. That's what I was hoping for. After I finished and I closed off the live, I was like, oh my God, I forgot to stretch. I did the stretch after, and I was hoping you guys did too. Okay, so here we are. It's 11:03. Let's get going with this. And as always, this time we're going to be doing 10. Last week we did 10 repetitions. This week we're going to do 12 repetitions. So we're upping it a little bit. But always remember, 8 intensity overrides all repetition goals that you might have during this program. So if you're feeling 2 away from failing, or if you're already breaking form, you just stop, recover, and then get ready for the next exercise in the circuit. Okay, so we're going to start off with sumo squats. But before we get going with the exercises, I'm just going to give you a breakdown of what you're going to need. You're going to need a mat. You're going to need some kind of broom handle, maybe, or rod. And you're going to need something heavy from around the house. That could be a water bottle. It could be anything creative. If it's a paint can, make sure you got the lid on the paint can sealed up good. I don't want paint everywhere. Okay, and always hydrate. If you're sore, your system's full of lactic acid, and that lactic acid comes into play when you're outside of oxygen for your energy. So we breathe oxygen in through our respiratory system, and that is oxidative energy. Okay, so but when we're training like this, we're using up all those stores of oxygen. And then the body uses lactic acid, and that's kind of a byproduct to create the energy. So that is why you're feeling sore. So we need to flush that out. So a lot of water is going to help you do that. So let's get started with our workout. We're going to start, as we always do, walking in place. So any of you wondering how many repetitions you should be doing during a workout? I'm wondering if any of you are wondering about that. If you want your workout to be quick and easy, you should be honing in your weight and your intensities so that you're not going past 12 repetitions. We might go into 15 repetitions, but that's a signal that we need to up the weight or increase the difficulty of the exercise. You shouldn't be doing, in this program, you shouldn't be doing anything lower than 6 repetitions. If you're doing one repetition, that exercise is way too hard and that weight is way too heavy. So that's kind of the guidelines for repetitions, just so that you know. All right, so we're gonna run in place. Now we can kick our heels all the way up. We can run with our feet forward. I wonder if you've seen anyone run like this. Well, now you have. Or we can go side to side. I hope you don't see anyone running like this down the street. But this is called a machine-free warm-up, so it's all about being creative. You don't need to have a treadmill or anything like that to warm up. Starting to feel it. Starting to warm up. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a lead foot forward and we're gonna drive the knee. Drive the knee. Get up on your toe. Your root foot should be coming up on your toe. You don't want to twist your knee, so that's why you come up on the toe. If you'd like, you can keep your hands high as if you're protecting your face. All right, let's switch. Lead foot, I have my right foot forward. Remember to get up on that toe. The goal with warming up is just to move as many body parts as you can. The more body parts moving, the warmer your body's going to get. And the goal is also to get your respiration up with what your body's doing, priming your body with the oxygen it needs to do the workout. That makes it easier. All right, we'll do some push away kicks. Push it away. Push it away. Push it away, switch leg. Push it away. Push it away, switch leg. Push it away. Switch leg again. Push away. Push away. So up and push. Up and push, tap. Switch. We're doing 2 on each side and then we're switching. Pushing it away. All right, that's good. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of loosening up on the hips. So we're gonna bring this foot way in front and we're gonna swing it to the outside. Tap and come back. Swing it to the outside, tap and come back. Just like that. You're gonna start feeling your glutes, heat up your quads. All that stuff is gonna start warming up. This is a balance exercise and you're gonna feel your core working. Everything's working to keep yourself from falling down. And that means lots of little muscles, lots of big muscles are working. All right, let's switch sides. So nice and wide, stepping in front and back. There we go. Just like that. We're working all those abductors and adductors right now. Abductors move the leg away from the body. Adductors move it close in together. Out of your context, in your context. Try to make it a nice, pretty straight line. Or curved line in this case. All right, who's feeling that? I hope so. We'll just run in place a little bit more before we move to the next one. All right. Okay, so let's get into our exercises. So grab your heavy, whatever you found around the house, that's heavy, okay? It could be a water bottle, it could be whatever you want. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna widen out your stance. So this isn't shoulder width apart, it's a little bit wider, and you're gonna point your toes out. This is called a Sumo Squat. And if you're wearing anything tight, make sure you hike up your pants because you don't wanna rip them. Come right down into it, really feel that stretch. And squeeze it at the top. You should be feeling the glutes squeeze nice and tight. Chin high, squeeze. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in on the way down. 9, 10. Squeeze at the top. 11. Down as far as you can go. And 12. All right. Next exercise. We're going to throw our mat onto the ground. You're going to grab your water bottle. In this case, I'm going to grab my kettlebell. But if you've got a water bottle, that's all you need. Something like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to elevate. So maybe I'll switch sides here so that you can see a little better. And this is called a get up, sit up. So we've got a hovering hand right here. And we've got a weight right here. And we're going to sit up as high as we can go. This loads this side of the obliques on your abs. 2, 3, 4. Do your best to keep your arm right by your ear. 6, 7. Keep your arm straight. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Beautiful. Let's switch sides and do another 12. Keep your arm aligned with your ear. Try to keep that resistance. Otherwise, it's counterweight. It helps pull you forward, right? You don't want to make it too easy. 2, 3. Hover the hand. 4, 5, 6. Try to keep your arms straight. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And don't forget to breathe. You're going to need to breathe during this one. All right. So what we did there is we did a standing exercise, and then we alternated it with a prone exercise off the ground. I know it didn't feel like recovery, but if you're standing throughout the entire course of this exercise, you're definitely going to feel that. I know I'm feeling it. All right, so the next exercise, you're going to be grabbing your broomstick or pool cue. I know Tom is asking if you could use a pool cue, and that's totally fine. Whatever you can hold above your head. So shoulder width stance. So, and then what you want to do is elevate your arms above your head. I need to get way back. It looks like I'm not quite there. Anyway, imagine I've got the broomstick above my head, shoulder width stance, sitting right down into it, keeping your chin high. Now, when you put something above your head like this, it forces you into the right position for squat. That's 3, 4, 5, keeping your chin high. 6, 7, full range. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good job, everyone. That's our first circuit. And we just got into our first 5 minutes here. So we're at 11:15. We're doing really good. We've actually done about 10 minutes of exercise. So that's fantastic. Everyone grab your water, catch your breath before the next one. If any of you guys have any questions about any of the exercises while I'm training or Lena's training, by all means, leave them in the comments. We'll do our best to go through that later just to check and make sure you guys are all right in the chat. So as well, if you're on the Hive blockchain or using the Appics app, hashtag live with Wil or live with Lena, and just give us your questions there. so that we can help you. Again, if you have any questions on how to participate in this challenge, all you need to do is ask the Appics team or the Actifit team directly. You're gonna find they're very helpful and they really want you to succeed with this challenge. So full rewards are all about how you participate. Just check the links down below, and also feel free, don't be shy, go ahead and ask the Actifit and Appics team how you could fully participate, or if you have any questions about the challenge, okay? So just thought I would let you guys know. Let's head into our next exercise. If you remember, we're starting our circuit over again. So you're grabbing your heavy, pointing your toes out, a little wider than shoulder width apart, keeping your chin high. You're gonna feel like you're splitting in half at the bottom of this movement. That's how tight your hips are. That's how tight mine are, because I do running, right? So 2, 3, 4. Runners have notoriously tight hips. 5, 6. Try to keep those toes pointed. 7. Pressing evenly. 8. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Awesome, guys. Grab your mat, toss it on the ground, or if it's already there, flop yourself down on it. We're gonna do get-up sit-ups. Now, remember, weak side first, right? So that would be my left side. Hovering this hand, try to keep your chin pointed at a fixed point on the ceiling. Don't tuck it in. Don't feel like you gotta pull. And don't worry if you're not kind of coming up as high as you want to. If you can only come up this high, it's okay. All right? Just do your best. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep breathing. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Nicely done. Switching sides, catching your breath if you can. Hovering this hand, do your best to keep this arm aligned with your ear. All right, here we go. Get up push-ups. Here we go. Get up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Nice. You guys feeling that? What that does is it loads up the obliques on the side. That's what the weight does when it's elevated above like that. Now, if it's too hard, grab a lighter heavy. That seems like a contradictory thing to say. But you decide how hard you want this to be. And always remember, if it's an 8 intensity, you stop. Now, if you get to an 8 intensity and you've only got 5 reps, that means the exercise is too hard. Try to find a lighter object, or just hold your own hand above your head. If you find that that's where you're at, being honest is where it's all about. All right, so we've just made it through another 5 minutes here. Congratulations. We're still doing good here. We're still hanging on. Let's lift our hands above our heads with our broomsticks, pool cues, whatever we can find. Sticks in the forest, it doesn't matter. We can get in shape, it doesn't matter, okay? So all the way down and all the way up. This forces the weight onto your glutes, and your lower back is forced up. Your chin is forced up as well. Otherwise, you're gonna feel like you're falling forward, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Congratulations, everyone. We just finished the second circuit. You guys are doing good? You all hanging with me? All right, grab some water. We'll take a slight pause, and we'll head into our third circuit. Taking the time to catch your breath. When you're doing a lower body workout, a lot of people try to avoid their lower bodies, but then all sorts of other things will force you back to working on your lower body. So it's better just to stay consistent. You want to be strong from bottom to top and top to bottom. You don't want any weak links. The weak link is usually going to be in your lower back, because that's where your top part of your body meets your lower part of your body. So all the forces are there. When we run with our cores forward. You ever wonder about that? You don't run with your toes forward, right? You don't run like a zombie. You run with your core. So the stronger your core is, the better runner you're going to be, and the less injuries you're going to have. So that's why it's important to balance your workout between upper body and lower body. Let's get started into our sumo squats again. Grab your heavy. And remember, if you get to an 8 intensity, that's 2 away from failing. It's okay. That overrides all repetition goals. Point your toes. Chin is nice and high, coming down low into it, as low as you can go. You should have a little more range of motion this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You feeling the burn? And 12. I hope so. All right, so next, get up sit-ups. Throwing your mats on the ground, or if they're there already, flopping down on the deck like a fish. If you're already tired, hang in there. We're almost done the circuit. After this circuit, we have our extra exercise. But you've done most of it already, so let's finish good. Let's get finished good and strong. Here we go, hovering the hand, keeping this arm straight up at 90 degrees if you possibly can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good job. All right, we've got 12 more on this side. We're almost there. Hang tight, hover 90 degrees. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, and 12. Guess what? You're going to be able to spot a 10 intensity after you get a bit of experience. How many of you think I hit a 10 right there on that last repetition? I'll tell you, I might have been able to do one more, but it would be a struggle. So I can't decide. That could have been a 9 or a 10 intensity for me. I am lifting an 8-kilogram kettlebell, so I'm definitely feeling that in my shoulders and obliques, up here and down here. So, whew. All right, who's feeling good? Who's feeling ready? Let's start our last exercise in the circuit. Broom handles, pool cues, and sticks from the forest above our head. Let's do this. Chin high, full range of motion, ass to the grass. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You guys hanging with me? 11. Last one. Make it strong. There we go. Congratulations. You guys did it. That was fantastic. Really good effort. It's 11:27. There's still plenty of time here to fit in an extra exercise and a 5-minute stretch. We're doing our best to stay on the 30-minute mark. Some of my workouts in the past have brought it a little bit further than that. So I wanted to tighten up the intensity this week, and I wanted to tighten up the time on this week. So that's what I'm doing my best to do. Let's catch our breath, grab a drink, and I'll show you what the next exercise is, the extra exercise. All right. So you guys can watch the first little bit here as I explain the form, and then we're going to go for a 5 intensity today. We're going to go for a 6 intensity, and I'll explain to you what that is. Yes, on day 8 we did a 5 and a 10 just to cross-reference our intensity. This time we're going to trust ourselves and listen to our instincts. So the frog squat, what it looks like is we're starting in this position. We've crazy glued our hands together. We're going to bend down, crazy glue our elbows to our knees. And I'm going to turn around so you guys can see that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get as low as we can into it, not letting the knees travel past the toes. Pressing up in. Stretch. You're going to feel a big stretch all along your hamstrings and glutes. Coming down into this as low as you can, and coming back. You've crazy glued your hands together and your elbows to your knees. Down into it, and then up. So what this does is it progressively loads all those leg muscles, the quads, everything. You're really gonna feel that start to burn. And on the top of that movement, you're really gonna feel the stretch in your hamstrings and glutes, okay? So who's ready to do this? Give me a thumbs up if you guys are recovered from our circuit. Let's see if you guys are ready. When you guys are ready, we're gonna do this. I'll count to 3 and we'll start. 1, 2, 3. Let's start by crazy gluing our hands together, shoulder width stance apart, crazy gluing our elbows to our knees, sitting down into it, not letting our knees travel past our toes, and pressing as high as we can until we feel a gentle stretch, not too much, on the top of the movement and down. So you can count the reps that you get, but as well, the most important thing is 6 intensity. As soon as you don't think you could double this effort, you're at a 6. 3. Nice and slow. 4. This gets progressively harder. 5. You should be feeling it burning right now. 6. 7. 8. And I think I'm there. All right? I don't think you can double that. So that would be, an 8 would be 16 reps. So the very second that travels through my brain, I don't think I can double this many reps, you're there. So that was the frog squat. I'm teaching you these extra exercises, one, because I want to teach you a new exercise And that's a very positive way to leave the workout. 2, I want you to learn how to listen to your body and gauge your intensity on the intensity scale. And 3, I want you to share your favorite workout, your favorite exercise from this workout on either Appics app or on the Actifit app. And what you do is you hashtag LiveFitChallenge2021. You include either a 1-minute video if you're using the Appics app, or you include a picture of yourself doing the exercise in your Actifit report. And that is how you qualify for points to earn rewards in this participation challenge. So if you got questions, like I said before, ask the Appics team, ask the Actifit team. They're there. They want to help you succeed in this challenge. And so do I. So everyone, good job getting this workout done. Let's wrap it up with some stretches. So we're going to grab our mats. We're going to do a floor stretch today. Slowing down our energy. It's 11:32, so we've been very good on time today. So what we're going to do is we're just going to gently reach for our toes. I'm going to just kick back so the camera sees me here. If you guys can come against the wall, you might feel even better stretch. Helps keep the back flat. I can't quite reach my toes. I'm still working on this stretch. I got some very tight hamstrings. And ever since I ran a marathon on the Great Wall of China in 2012, I lost a lot of flexibility in my lower body. That's probably a lot from moving in one plane. That's what runners do. They move in one plane. And if you're not stretching enough, you can lose flexibility around the joints, especially laterally. So I'm working on this. I hope that you guys are working on your flexibility as well. Because as I said before, there's free speed and free power in flexibility. All right, so moving your legs off to the side and stretching off this way. Do your best. Just breathing into it. If you guys can reach across yourself, that might feel good too. Reaching with the one hand and across with the other. Holding those stretches for at least 20 seconds. All right, moving this leg out and reaching across. Now this side is a little bit less flexible for me. This side is more flexible, this side's not as flexible. One of the reasons for that is this is my root leg. It's my dominant leg. So when you're falling, this will be the leg that comes to catch you. The reason there's less flexibility in there is because that leg is actually taking the brunt of all the forces when you're doing anything. It's the first foot forward. When they say putting your best foot forward, that's what it means. So it's a stronger leg, but it's also got less flexibility. Let's reach across. So listening to those differences in your body is going to help you balance out the flexibility issues as well as the strength differences. That's being proactive for avoiding injury. All right, next what we're going to do is going to stretch out the calf muscles. Pulling your mat over. We're going to get into a downward dog. Lena was doing this a couple workouts ago. And you'll remember, she was able to get her heels right to the ground. Man, I wish I could do that. Dancers have great flexibility, and that's why they're so graceful and powerful through all those movements. Should be everyone's goal. Now what we're going to do is we're going to alternate sides. So switching up our heels. Switching up our heels very gently, listening to the stretch in the calf muscle. Nice. If you want to up it more, you can put your toe up onto your heel and drive the heel right down. Breathing, just lowering your energy, congratulating yourself on a job well done. You guys have done exceptionally. You are now into day 10, and soon you'll have 2 weeks behind you. That's the hardest part, is getting through those 2 weeks. All right, we're gonna go into what's called a Cobra Pose. And just being very careful with your lower back. If it doesn't feel good, go into the child's pose instead. Stretch out the lower back. You can also reach across to get a bit of a stretch on your sides. You can walk your hands out the other way. Now let's try going back into that Cobra Pose. Should feel a little better. Put your head up and take a nice deep breath. You'll feel all your abs stretch. Now lean your right shoulder forward and your left shoulder back. You'll feel a nice good stretch in your obliques. Take a couple deep breaths over here. Just relax into it. Now switching sides. Nice deep breath. The deeper you breathe, the more stretch you're going to feel in your abs. Nicely done. All right. It's 11:37, and that's where we're going to call it. That's your workout for today with Will. I hope you guys had a really good time, and take the time to connect with each other on Actifit and Appics. Community excitement makes you more consistent in your workouts, more intense in your workouts, and everyone has way more fun, and we build synergy off of each other. So that's the power of making this a social effort. So make sure you're saying hi to each other, giving each other a bunch of high fives. And on that note, everybody, high five everybody. You did this workout and you did very well. Nicely done.